Please click on the subscribe button and notification bell so that you can be updated with all our content.
Namaskar everyone, and this is your host Shunu Kaushik. Today I'm thrilled to be joined with a very talented Sharayu Date, soulful voice and a versatile singer. Sharayu, it's so wonderful to have you here.
Thank you so much. Namaste to all the viewers, and thank you Shanuji, thank you ATN for having me here today.
You're very welcome. Sharayu, I heard that when you were just 3 years old, you started taking training from your mother and your grandfather. Am I right?
I started learning from my mother. She is a classically trained vocalist, and approximately at 3 years of age, that is when I had started picking up songs that she used to practice for her concerts, or maybe a few difficult harkats of a few songs that I could easily pick up and sing. So at around that age, my mother, my parents, both of my parents thought that, you know, she has a good pitch, she is able to recognize the notes properly, and maybe, you know, we can train her. Maybe if she has an interest in music, maybe that's something that we should support.
Yeah.
So yeah, initially I started learning from my mother, Untold, and then after a few years I started learning from her teacher, her guru, that is Vidushi Arti Ankalikar Tikekar. And now currently I am training in Hindustani classical music from Padma Shri Vidushi Ashwini Bhede Deshpande ji.
At what age you actually started professionally singing?
So I didn't look at it as a profession until I was about maybe 16 years of age. But before that, I had sung in a lot of Marathi movies. My first playback singing opportunity, I got that when I was just 9 years old. And that was the first time I stood in front of a microphone in a studio.
Wow.
And that was for a Marathi film.
Okay.
And even before that, I was exposed to the television because of a reality show called Little Champs Marathi.
Okay.
I was a part of that show as a contestant. I was the youngest contestant in that season. I was about 7 years old. I must have been 7, 8. So that was the first time I stood on stage in front of so many cameras. And at that age, you really don't, you're not that scared. You don't have stage fear, because you're just like, I have prepared a song that I have to sing here. And then you feel good that people are actually liking it, and that's about it. Like at that age, you don't look at it as a profession. But music has been sort of a part of me since I was a kid, because at no point in my life did I ever think that I don't want to do music. So by default, maybe the fact that I want to do music, and maybe as a career, maybe like it's a lifestyle. So that the fact that I want to do music was ingrained in my mind, in my entirety.
In DNA.
So yeah, it's in DNA. And I'm blessed to have parents like myself, like my mother and my father, who have been like truly supportive, and they are the main, like, strong pillars, the foundation of everything that I'm doing right now.
You're right. I actually was researching about you, and I came across a YouTube video where you were just 5-year-old, and I think your mother is sitting with you, and you were singing a classical song from the guide Hindi Bollywood movie called Piya To Se Naina Lage. And I was totally stunned to see that how well you were at such a tender age of 5. You were singing so beautifully all those ragas and all that. Tell me how, at such a young age, at 5 years, how did you learn so well classical singing?
I think I never actively sat for riyaz when I was a kid, because and it was also never forced upon me to like I have to do my practice. It was never forced upon. So I had this natural liking towards it. I was inclined towards music, and I grew up in an environment where I constantly used to listen to a lot of Hindustani classical music and also film music, and my parents loved listening to ghazals. So when I was in school, I remember my parents used to go for a walk in the morning, and I used to be sleeping till they were back home. So during that time, they used to just put on a record of a raga, that was a raga recital by Kishori Amonkar ji or Bhimsen Joshi ji, and subconsciously, like, you know, it kind of helped me understand the depth of Indian classical music. And even in my sleep, even though I was sleeping, after they were back, they used to ask me, what did you listen to? And I would be able to tell them exactly. So and formally I started learning when I was when I was in 6th standard, so I was about 12 years old or something. So that was the time when I properly started training in Hindustani classical music. Before that, I prepared for reality shows, so I used to prepare a lot of songs. I used to listen to a lot of different kinds of music, and also simultaneously I used to listen to my mother doing her riyaz in her house or teaching someone. So I used to pick up from whatever I used to listen to.
You also has taken part in Star India too, and the Salim Merchant was the one who's actually guided you. You learned from him. So tell me more about that.
Sure. So I was a part of this reality show, a Hindi reality show called The Voice India Season 2. It was a very beautiful experience for me, because up till then I had explored playback singing in Marathi films, and I was also learning Hindustani classical music. But in this show, I got to explore a different side of myself. Maybe like I was trying out Western mashups with a Hindi song, like blues and jazz. And in that show, Salim Merchant sir, who is the Bollywood composer, he was my mentor. And he was extremely supportive during the show. And after that also, I got a few opportunities to work with him and to perform with Salim Suleiman in one concert. And he is one of my inspirations. And when he and Salim Suleiman sir, his brother, they started their record label called the Merchant Records. It inspired me in a way to kind of explore composing or writing. So that was a platform. Merchant Records was a platform where they were supporting new artists, new independent artists who were writing and composing their original music. So I tried composing, writing and singing my first original, and he was very supportive during the entire process. We recorded my song Saiya Tori in his studio, and that was a very beautiful experience.
Sing in Marathi, you sing also in Hindi language. Is there any other languages that you are looking forward to start learning singing?
So I do listen to a lot of South Indian songs. I listen to a lot of songs composed by A.R. Rahman sir, Ilayaraja sir, and yes, I would like to sing a lot more songs in different languages, but till now I have also sang Gujarati song.
Oh, wonderful.
It's called Dhime Dhime, composed by Archit Patadia.
You have created, you have written, you have performed songs like Saiya Tori and all that.
Yes.
So tell us the one song that has actually been a landmark or has been actually it's taken a place in your heart. Tell us about that song.
So I think it would be Saiya Tori because it's my first baby. That was the first song that I had composed, and I don't really claim to be a composer yet because yes, it's a good way to explore your musicality, and it's good to explore writing and composing, even if you're not good at it maybe, but it definitely, a few aspects of it help in your singing as well. So Saiya Tori is one of those special songs.
Sharayu, often whenever you are starting singing and you are choosing, singers generally, they try to sing like some famous singers.
Yes.
Have you ever been compared and have you ever sung any songs which could have been one of those famous singers and try to be the same?
Since I was a kid, I have always I have been told by all the gurus and all the artists that it's good to follow a certain style of singing, or maybe you pick up a few things that you really like about a singer, but you never copy them.
So you have not taken their style. You have not taken over their style.
Yeah, I try not to copy anybody. I try to retain my individuality in every song that I record, and I try to put in my thoughts or what I feel about that song into it.
Now, I understand you really love music, you really love singing. So your fans, they want to know, apart from singing, what are your other hobbies?
So I also paint. So whenever I get time, I just lock myself in a room, open a canvas, throw my paints around me. I make a mess in the room and I just paint for hours and hours.
That's nice. So you keep your mind calm, not wondering and maybe painting and thinking about which song I'm going to sing.
No. Painting really helps me clear my head.
You're already concentrated. Generally, singers, they have very tough times. They go for any music production house and they realize that they're not getting paid. Or they have been asked to sing just for credit. Has it ever happened to you?
Unfortunately, yes, it does happen, and it's also unfortunate that it's normalized in the music industry because I would want every artist that is working on a song to get paid.
Yeah.
Because they have been practicing for so many years and they are bringing their own, they are contributing to that song. So it needs to be rewarded also, not just credit, but also they need to be paid. But sometimes what happens is when you work with a few big names, or you're not really in a position to demand at that time because you think that maybe this is a big opportunity. It's a good thing that I am getting associated with that song, that my name is being associated with an original work. So when you're just starting out, maybe it doesn't really matter, but it's also not professional to not pay an artist who is being a part of that project. And I recently recorded one of my original works, and I have paid every single technician, even if I was producing. At least it could be anything, it could be a less amount compared to what they are bringing into the song, but I try to.
Okay. Yeah. That's thinking of settling down, or you know what I mean.
Not on the cards right now.
Not right now.
Not right now. I'm not completely against the idea of settling down or marriage, but not now.
So what are your future plans? Are you planning of having any music album released or anything?
Yes, I have been working on a few original works. In the last 1 year or so, I have collaborated with a lot of artists, and this is an independent work of music. It's not going to be in films. I want to, show people what my music truly is, who I truly am through my music. So that's been something that is on my mind.
Life is not the singing career. It's not always bed of roses. Sometimes you get rejections as well.
Yes.
Has it ever happened to you then for any audition or anything and you have been rejected? Tell us about that.
More than rejections, it's probably I've faced a lot of incidents where I've missed opportunities. I haven't been rejected as such, but I've been like very close to achieving something, but if for some reason it couldn't happen, but I just look at it as an obstacle. Maybe something better is coming. So yeah.
So you worked hard. You went for auditions, and you've been so lucky. Any audition that you went for, you've been selected.
Yes,
that's what you're
yes,
saying?
yes.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow, this is amazing. Now, Sharayu, just something coming in my head now. There's Bollywood industry, music industry is full of singers.
Yes.
New singers from everywhere. How do you keep yourself motivated to be on top? And what do you do for that?
I think regular riyaz and listening to a lot of great artists, that keeps you humble, because a lot of great work has already been done. You just have to like take some inspiration from that and see what you can do with it and put your own original idea into it. And yes, there is a lot of competition, and at times you do feel like, where do I stand? How do I make my own mark? But there are a lot of platforms available now, so many digital platforms available where you can post your videos, where you can reach out to a lot of people. Like all the big names are accessible because of social media now. So yeah, I think that makes it a tad less easier.
You are thinking of singing other languages like Telugu and the South and all that thing.
Yeah.
So you sung it in Bollywood and also in Marathi, Hindi and Marathi. So which one you find it much more easier to sing?
I think definitely, since Marathi is my mother tongue, it's definitely easier to sing in this language. But Hindi, the diction is also, like Marathi people are blamed for their diction in Hindi, so I try not to sound like Marathi when I'm singing Hindi.
Okay, so could I hear that song again? That one of, not the classical, the contemporary one.
Sure, it's from the film Manu Kya Karega. It's
Yes.
it's getting released this month. छाया है अंधियारा, दिल को रोशन रखना, कहीं देखो टूटे ना, आँखों में जो था सपना, आजा संग मेरे यारा, खुद से ये कर ले वादा, जीतेंगे सारी हारी बाजियाँ, छाया है अंधियारा, दिल को रोशन रखना, कहीं देखो टूटे ना, आँखों में जो था सपना.
That's amazing. And look at the lyrics then.
Yeah, they're
and
very
you're singing so
inspiring.
beautifully with the expressions on your face. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming here.
Thank
and
you.
thank you so much for sharing everything
Thank you
information
so
with
much.
us. Thank you.
We hope you've enjoyed this presentation. Please like, share, and subscribe so you can be up to date with all our content.